Get into our first topic since we talking about horror. Let's get into this I Know What You Did Last Summer news. So I saw over on Bloody Disgusting that they revealed the poster for the new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. And it looks like your standard poster. I mean, of course, I'm going to show it to y'all in a minute, but of course, I got to edge y'all a little bit before we get to it, if you haven't seen it already. You know how we do over here. So, Jennifer Caden Robinson, who directed a movie called Do Revenge. I don't know if y'all saw that, but if you have not, if you have Shudder, definitely check it out. I pretty much liked it. But anyway, she directed a brand new. Wait, did she do? Is that the movie? No, I'm thinking. No, you know who directed that movie? That I'm getting it confused with the woman that directed the movie The Substance. That's who directed that movie. It was like a movie called Revenge or something or another. So I'm getting my people mixed up. Anyway, that's not the same film. So Jennifer Caden Robinson is directing a brand new installment of the film, which is bringing the 90s horror genre back to the theaters, and it's coming out this year, so July 18th, 2025. We also have, you already know Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt are coming back, but I guess based off the plot, it's kind of letting us know how Ray and Julie actually fit within this whole situation. So they said basically, and here's the thing, it's following the plot of the original movie. So it says, when five friends inadvertently cause a deadly car accident, they cover up the involvement and make a pact to keep a secret rather than face the consequences. A year later, their past comes back to haunt them, and they're forced to confront a horrifying truth. Someone knows that what they did last summer and is hell-bent on revenge. As one by one, the friends are stalked by the killer, they discover this has happened before, and they turn to two survivors of the legendary Southport Massacre of 1997 for help. So I can clear this up quickly for y'all, but it'll be a short film. If they go and they run into Julie and Ray and be like, so how did y'all survive Ben Willis? Because I don't know if they'll mention the name. But like, we killed him. You got to kill the killer, apparently. That's the only way you're going to get out of it. You can't run to the police. You can't do this. You can't do that. You're just going to have to kill the killer. Like they ended up doing in part two, which it turned out to be Ben Willis and then his son, Will Ben's son, which I was like, that is the stupidest freaking thing. Ben's son. I'm like, oh my God, groundbreaking what y'all did with that. But yeah, here is the poster. It's basically, you see the hook, you see the blood, which literally looks like corn syrup because blood don't drip like that. But yeah, so I'm interested in seeing this movie. I'm gonna go see it only because it's I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's Jennifer Love Hewitt. It's Freddie Prinze Jr. We'll see how much they have to do in the movie. Because basically you're saying you're turning to these people for help in a situation. How do you make that work? Because if it's a whole different killer, a whole different story that doesn't come with any kind of attachment to, I mean, unless it does, any kind of attachment to Julian Ray, it's like, yeah, you can go to them and kind of do like the Anne H when you go and you visit her and then Julie and try to find out information and all this other stuff. And she can give you all the information, but I don't think she's gonna be coming up in there trying to do a Sidney Prescott and like trying to fight alongside y'all with this killer. Like when you're trying to do the whole legacy cast, mashing it with the new cast, there was some sort of connection in a way where you had Sydney involved. So I don't know how they'll make it work for Julie and Ray. Because it's like, yeah, you can go and meet up with them unless this is like one of the kids turned out to be one of their children. And they get caught up in a situation similar to what happened to their mother. So unless they do something like that, then I can understand. But in this case, it does feel like, and I know this was Jennifer Love Hewitt's worry, that she doesn't want to be up in this situation being like, I don't want to just a bona fide cameo. Like, you're not just going to have me come up here and just do fan service because you want the legacy fans like myself who grew up on I Know What You Did Last Summer to come see this movie. Whereas I would have seen it anyway because I'm a slasher movie fan. I'm a horror movie fan, so I would have watched it just to see, like, okay, so what is the new story got to tell that's going to be different from when I was a kid and I actually watched the original I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, which yes was not a good movie, but I did thoroughly enjoy seeing my girl Brandy up in there, and that's the only reason why I like that movie. And of course, I love Jennifer Love Hewitt, but and I love Freddie Prinze Jr. But for the most part, Brandy was the main draw for me to see I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And then we had oh my god, what's the guy's name? The fat one? That they got the dread, they had the dreadlocks and was just looking a hot ass mess. Jack Black, before he was famous. We knew who he was. So yeah, he had a cameo up in that. Well, yeah, it was kind of a cameo because he got killed. But yeah, spoiler alert, 20 something years later, right? But yeah, I enjoyed seeing him up in that. So hopefully this movie doesn't suck. I can't wait to see a trailer, and we can take it from there. But one of the things I'm looking forward to, because I'm looking forward to Final Destination Bloodlines. But right now, I need a trailer soon for I Know What You Did Last Summer because it comes out in July, and we're about to go into April in like 2 days. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Are you all excited for a new I Know What You Did Last Summer remake? Well, especially, well, I guess we can call it a legacy sequel of sorts or reboot. I don't know what the hell to call it, quite frankly, because they just keep changing them. Yeah, you bring legacy characters in it. It's trying to a reboot qual or whatever you want to call it. You know, they always got a new name for something. But yes, I want to hear from y'all. What do you think of this story? Are you excited to see this new I Know What You Did Last Summer, even though you haven't seen a trailer, but you have an idea from the poster and a synopsis of what this movie is going to be? So whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below.